Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. So, 1968 Chevy pickup. Customer states, restore my truck. Well, we're missing a couple of things here. Bed and the front end and the doors. Might need a rocker or two. But there's some good. There's actually a newer drive motor in it anyway. It's got the SM465 transmission. 205 transfer case. So it is a 68 Chevy body. It's on an 86 Jimmy frame. There's, I don't know, 114 inches of lift on this thing, 37s. He wants to go to 38s. It's going to be fun. I've been looking forward to doing this. So this is going to be kind of a mild restoration, resto mod, if you will. So it's a carbureted 350. We're not going big budget on this, but obviously we're going to do paint. It's got a brand new suspension on it. That was put on by another shop. It's got some brand new steering components. That was put on by another shop. You know, at this point now, it's just a matter of doing all the metal work on it, getting it assembled, throw a wiring harness in it, and, you know, see what kind of cool stuff we could do for what's in the budget. So one of the first things that's going to happen as far as the cool stuff is that the factory gas tank's going to come out of this, and we're going to put the original Jimmy gas tank in it. And then there's this really cool kit where you could send, well, not send, you can, the gas filler goes behind the driver's side taillight. So that's what's going to end up happening on this. I know I got to modify the bed, the cross member for it in order for that to fit, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. It's got new tires. These tires are well past it. Customers own this truck for a very long time. I'm going to say better part of 20 years, if not more. He sold it for a couple of years, bought it back, but he seems to love it. We're going to do Dakota digital gauges with the analog sweeps, and possibly, if the budget allows it, we're going to do another Holley Sniper installation. I really like these Holley Snipers. You saw the 67 that I did, the 67 Ford that I did, the 66 Mustang inside, that's, you know, getting a Holley Sniper. And I've done ones in the past back at the old shop in Jersey. So it was a while since I had done one and forgotten a couple of things. Anywho, getting my train of thought is derailed. Let's go inside the shop and I'll show you what's going on in there. All right, so everything you see in front of you is the bed kit for that truck. Bed floor, bed sides, wheel houses, gas tank, and somewhere over there is the actual bulkhead for this. So I'm gonna get this unboxed and start putting it together. I'll see if we can't get a bed put together by the end of tomorrow. It's getting late today. So driver's side bedside is on. Everything lined up nice and square. Passenger side required some work. Had to come in and clearance this. There's a piece of metal that slides in between here, if you will. Gets sandwiched by these two. This part was bent out, and this part was made too close to here, so you couldn't get anything in there. So you got that. And then these holes had to be elongated because when the bedside's on there, nothing was lining up. So because there was bare metal, that's why I just put some spray paint on them to protect them. And then I do the same thing on the actual bedside itself. That way I could slide the bolts through and bolt them up. Other than that, it actually went together pretty square out of the box. These panels are from LMC. That's their, I think they had 2 lines. I think this is their better line. Got all the hardware laid out. Had to go buy more hardware, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. Alright gang, so I gave you a basic overview on how one of these beds goes together. It really is just a bunch of nuts and bolts, and it's self-explanatory. The inner fender wells are changeable from one side to the other. The bed sides you can't get wrong. Where the bulkhead bolts on, you can't get that wrong because there's holes for it to bolt into. Now, like I showed you, it's not going to just drop together. You're going to have to open up some holes. So you're going to have to do some pushing and pulling and tugging, and you'll get there. Okay, you know, all you have to do is just make sure this thing is square. Now, the bed is done. It's out here because we're going to do a Raptor liner on the top and bottom of this. But also, we found out that his tailgate is bent, so we got to get another tailgate. We're straight from here to here. And when you put a straight edge across the tailgate, it kind of does this on this end. So on that end, it fits very nice. Over here, it sticks out, you know, a good ½ inch or so. Take your time. This is actually a fun project. This is not bad at all. One person can handle the bed sides and the bulkhead and all that. You're going to need 2 people for the bed floors. You saw when we flipped it over earlier in the video. But I can't stress this enough. Just take your time, make it right. Make your measurements. You'll get there. Now, if you're not going to do all the work we're going to do, go ahead and throw it on the truck. The one thing I will suggest that you do is that along these seams here, along these seams here, along these seams up in front where the bulkhead is, run some seam sealer on the top and bottom. Okay, that way you're not getting water getting stuck in there and it's going to cause everything to rust out. This device we have on here is a bed lifter. You know, we use the tractor with the forks to pick it up and move it around. Makes it very easy. Also, if you're going to go through a project like this, take the time. These are the original trunnions for the tailgate. There's actually well, I should say bushings, but there's actually an upgraded kit that uses actual trunnion bearings. All right, get the new hardware for the tailgate latch and the straps that come down. Make it nice. You know, this is a significant investment. This is $3,000 worth of steel sitting here. Okay, so if you're going to do that, make everything else nice to go around it. You know, if you want to put in the stock taillights, get the stock taillights. If you want to get LED taillights, get the LED taillights. It's your project, but just take the time to make it right. Well, I don't think I really have anything more to ramble on about. So, if you're going to take on this project, have fun with it. It should take you about a day to put it together if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, I don't know, 3-4 hours, and you get yourself a brand new bed. Now, hope you liked it. If you did like it, give us a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you nothing. Helps us out a bit. Have fun with your projects and be safe. Until we see you next time, peace.